Hello again, YouTube. So I want to talk about something. I want to talk about how guys be out here looking for love from women. If you a man, you should be looking to conquer. What can you conquer? When we go into our houses, and this is one thing that happens, and you can't tell me it don't. And you can't even blame your wife or your girl for this. You got to blame yourself for not knowing. When you go into your house, the things that you see, the cars that you see in your driveway, should show you, and what is all this on my hat, that you've been conquering. Y'all know I talk about all the time about dominating and conquering. And sometimes for you to do this, you're going to have to divorce. Because some of us are with women, it's not, they don't intend, I don't believe that it's intentional all the time. I believe that it's very rarely ever intentional. But the woman usually tries to conquer you and change you. So when you go into your house and your driveway, you should see a bunch of stuff that says, I won. But it's not going to happen with these jobs. See, listen, and we're going to be all over the place. Just stay with it. The main thing we're talking about is guys seeking love from women. A woman will try to steer you towards a job. Perhaps that's what their father did. For one, they don't want to go through the sacrifice and the suffering that usually comes before the success. So you got to be careful that you don't let them dump you in a job and keep you there. Now you too old. You ain't even got enough energy to do this. That's why you don't look for love and you don't look for acceptance with women, man. It's supposed to be about you accepting them, not them accepting you. And they get mad when you say, what do you bring to the table? But that's what you're supposed to say, because meanwhile, you're supposed to be conquering and dominating. So they want to come in, okay, how you going to help me conquer and dominate? Well, I don't think it's in there. I think you're supposed to do it. See, what can you do? They open their legs. That's it. If they not helping you, and then some of them, they'll stop opening their legs. But I expect you to be faithful and keep doing what you're doing. Listen, man, listen. Listen. It's guys on YouTube that know. They be like, you listen to those guys on YouTube. Yep, and they listening to me. We be feeding each other. The only difference is sometimes the bigger content creators try to pretend like they not listening, and then you hear them using your catchphrases, but we ain't keeping score. It's okay. I don't like how you doing it, but it's okay. So I want to talk to you young guys. I want to talk to you older guys. I see these young dudes all hugged up. You spent 5 hours with that girl and 0 hours working. Something wrong with that picture, man. And you 19. You spent 5 hours with that broad. She's not going to, listen, man, you're not going to make her do right. She going to try to make you do right, but you ain't going to make her do right. Man, these chicks, man, let me tell you, man, let's get a little graphic. Same for kids, but kids can even benefit because it'll steer them on the right path. That girl that you spending all your time to impress, another dude gonna come and bust in her mouth. And then she gonna tongue kiss you. So focus on you, your spiritual life, your financial life. And when you dealing with these chicks, see, they don't want you to believe, this is what they do. They want you to believe you ugly. They want you to believe you not good enough. They want you to believe this. so they could come in and control you. It's pimp game. And if you get divorced, that's pimp game too. That's what makes me so angry. I'm not red. Don't think I'm in red pill rain. I'm not. But when you think about things, sometimes it make you mad. Like, where was this content before we men got into these things? Where was it? So, if you're looking for love, you living in error. I don't need a woman to love me. I need a woman to like me. Because if she likes you, you're going to consistently get the things that you expect to get if she loves you. More than you would with that fake love. That's going to wear off. Eventually, she going to forget how to fake. So you young dudes, man, do not let, I don't care how close you is to your mother, your auntie, your grandma, do not let these women fool you. When I tell you on these videos, what these other guys tell you, keep that mindset. And don't let the little young dudes who, this is what you got to watch out for on YouTube. I like Cheeksland Headquarters. He's a young dude. But it seems like he's with us. Some of these young dudes be trying to be against us. Why would you be against this? This is going to help you. Because they've never seen what we're talking about. They speaking out of disingenuity. I'm creating words. Y'all know what I'm saying. And arrogance. Anybody that's giving these modern women clout, all the stuff they did that you know about and that you don't know about, is living in error. You erroneous. You're erroneous. And that's why I say, I know I done heard a couple videos where dudes be talking about lust and this, that, and the other. Do not let, and I'm going to tell you something about righteousness, man. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that time where I was trying to figure out righteousness, the brokest time, financially. Because, and you give women leeway. That's why you need to watch people like me. Because just because you serving God don't mean you let these women punk you. Oh, you're going to be lusting. You're going to be masturbating. You're going to be... Listen, like I told you, if you're worried about all that, go into monk mode. But don't give these women the advantage over you because you want to be righteous. If they not giving you nothing, you be like, look, I didn't marry you for this. I've been having sex my whole life. I'm a jag. Oh, well, you supposed to be a... Listen, you can't... Come on, man. I don't even want... I think I already covered that. Ain't nobody gonna beat me in a debate about that. Demons are just as much in arrogance as they are in lust. You can't beat me. When you dealing with demons, you got to figure out a way to beat them in every category. You don't focus on categories when you're dealing with that devil and them demons. You got to figure out how can you think, what can you do to beat them in every category. And one thing, got to stop condemning yourself. People have you thinking, well, watch this. Let's go here. Well, that's why stuff don't be going right for you. Okay. So now you're saying God is a respecter of persons. That's what you're saying. Didn't the Bible say he wasn't? Acts 10, 34, 35. But that's what you're saying when you say, because a person does this, which Samson, I think, already proved that's not the case. David proved that's not the case. King David. That you not gonna go. Okay, what about the sinners that are doing the same things that you saying this person's life ain't going right? So you saying that God is unfair? So what you really saying is that God is judging this guy, but not this guy. That ain't how he operates, y'all. Don't cause people to live in error, man. Women are supposed to be led by men. If you don't believe that, then you're going against Scripture. And if you're going against Scripture, then you're in favor of Satan. I don't care what none of these little Ivy League or any of them talking about. They Luciferians. They over there with the devil. So don't look for love from these women, man. Don't look for love from these women. Look for them to like you. Look for the ones that like you. And hopefully they'll keep liking you. Because when they stop liking you, that's where all the trouble gonna come. They ain't gonna tell you. You're going to see it. You're going to have more arguments. They're going to be more petty. Now things they used to do freely, now it's an argument when they have to do them. Because it don't wear off, man. And it wears off quicker with women. Guys be still doing 20 years later. In most cases. The woman, she used to pick up your socks, no problem. Now, I'm not your maid. Okay, who you been watching? You been watching that daytime TV? That's how it be working. And that's why hey, listen. You make them prove who they are. You make them earn a place in your life. Meanwhile, create, dominate, conquer. I think you should keep your job. I think you should go back to your job. No. Jobs are supposed to be. Listen, we gonna make other video. We ain't gonna even get into that. Bye.